Alright guys, welcome back, and in this lesson we're talking about proportion. So what does proportion really mean? Proportion is one of the most important things to grasp if you want to achieve a proper photo manipulation, and if you want to create a design that's really professional. You would have to make it look realistic, and proportion makes a huge difference in how realistic your art looks, right? So you must also remember that images that are far away have to be smaller than images that are closer to you. For example, in this picture, so I still used this picture that we used in our color blending and selection in chapter, right? So in this example, as I said, images that are far away have to be smaller than the ones that are closer to you. Now I'm going to be selecting this so you could see. Now look at this image, right? Take a look at this. Now look at this image here. It looks smaller, right? And then take a look at this smaller here, of course. But then we have this model kind of looks bigger because she's actually closer to the camera. She's closer to the camera, and that's why she looks bigger. Appears she's bigger, and that's how it is in reality. Now don't get me wrong, in photo manipulation you are allowed to try a lot of things. You can make her big, you make her small, blah blah blah, but the whole idea is your design must really look good and realistic. So I might decide to expand this model, holding my shift and dragging this like this, and then my goal might be to make a giant. So it depends on how you want it to be. So once you understand proportion and how it works, you'll be able to make a really amazing photo manipulation. So this could be a giant. She could be a giant, depends on what you really want to achieve, right? So in the next example, look at this, really awesome. This is also the power of proportion, and notice how shadow and light source also came in handy here. Shadow we talked about, it came in handy here, and this is a perfect example where we merge light source, proportion. We also merged color blending here as well. Yes, exactly. In this example, you can see that this looks more like a giant, right? And then it gives you this realistic look that it is actually a giant. Like there's really nothing that looks witty here, right? So this is an example of proportion, and I hope you understand it, and I'll see you in the next lesson.